looking at? Are we still? Oh, sorry. We just have to take up.
Sorry, I4 is what I'm doing.
Oh, gotcha.
So DM comes off, he fails, and the non-DM unit succeeds.
I think that was it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Yep, so over to you. Do you have anything?
No, I got nothing.
Alrighty. Reinforcements for me. Repify. The units in I4 will fire at conscripts in K5.
Okay.
So that's going to be 6, 9, up 1. With leader direction.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 on 9.
PTC, I think?
Yeah, PTC.
Pass, but sniper.
Huzzah!
Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, well, those guys are pinned.
Yay.
They either pinned from the result or they pinned from the sniper.
Yeah, just, Alright, the units in I5 will fire on their own.
Okay.
It's going to be 8 up 3. Well, wait, no, I'm going to back that out. They will not fire right now. The units in I3 will fire, however, and they will fire at M3.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 10 up 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10 on 10, which is a conditional.
Leader pin, squad's fine.
All right, the leader in the 447 in K2 will also fire at M3.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 4 up 2 leader directed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's a 5 on 4, which is a 1 MC.
Leader first and squad. Leader's gonna take a wound check. He's fine, wounded, and squad stripes.
All right, the gun in I7 will fire at L5.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm very slow about my hits with this, I know. Terrain is up 3. There's no modifier for point blank range. We're just outside of it.
Yeah, I think it's just +3.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. So that is a miss, but I get acquisition. The units in I5 will fire at M7. It's going to be 8 up 3.
Okay.
Probably nothing.
10. Yeah, it's
just barely. cashew orchard and you're blocking with higher elevations. K7 will fire at the infantry gun.
Okay.
So that is going to be 4 flat, I think, or 4 1. 4 flat.
Yeah.
Yay! 3 on 4 is 2 MC.
Pin.
Well, poop. Movement phase. This is an assault move.
Into K7?
Yes, if I can actually find the hex. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah, he's there.
I keep wanting to put it on top of the stack, and that's
Yeah.
what's throwing me.
Yeah, it always throws you off.
Sorry, what's up? The squad in I-7 will declare Dare Death.
Okay.
One.
Their target is?
Target is K5.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
3, 4.
K5, L5, M5 are all going to fire group. So, and this is also final protective fire for K5. So, M5, oh, get my leader there. So M5 is 7, L5 is 10, so 17. The guys in K5 is 9, 4.5. So, 12, 16. Yeah.
Hold on, 1 second.
3.5, 9, 4.5, 9.5, 7, 16.5. Yeah.
Okay.
So 16, leader directed. It's going to be -1 for non-assault movement, but up 2 for the building, so a net +1. So 11 on 16 is BTC, so absolutely nothing. That also stripes the conscripts. And that is 16 half 8.
J7 will assault move to I7.
Okay.
One.
Okay.
Two, three.
Okay.
One.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3.
Okay.
Assault move.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's fire.
All right. Pinned gun was what, +2, I think? I think it's that. Pin, yes, +2. And multiple rate of fire not applicable. Alright, well, we'll shoot with the infantry gun. Might as well. 7, no. And no multiple hits. But I increased my acquisition.
Can I clear residual?
Oh, yeah. M7 and N7 are both going to shoot at K7 as well. So we are looking at 8 firepower from N7. And this should be fine. No. Alright. So it'll be 9 up 3. That's nothing.
What blocked it, just out of curiosity?
Its own building.
Oh, that's sorry about that.
Happens. The guys in M3 will shoot at K2 as a 5 up 2. Nothing. And that's it for shots. That's fire phase.
The units in K4 will fire at M5.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 4.5 up 2.
Okay.
Make sure that's nothing. Yeah. The Berserk unit will fire as it comes in. Pretty sure I can do that, yeah.
Yep.
So that's going to be 2 doubled or tripled.
So it's triple and then halved because it's advanced fire phase. So 12, 6,
6,
2.
2. Nothing. The LMG and SWAT in I7 will take a piss ass shot at L5.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 3 up 3. Nothing. And the machine gun in I8 will try to fire at N7.
Okay.
I've got 2 hindrances plus the building, so that's up 4.
Mm-hmm.
Leader will direct, so that's going to be a 2 up 3.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I think that's everything. Routes. I don't have any.
Nope. Me neither.
Oh, but now it's time for fire. I think, actually, it should have been at the end of advanced fire phase, so.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference. The only time it'd really make a difference is if we had, like, if there was a flame in, say, M9 or one of our, a spot where we had units and it turned into a blaze, then it becomes important because you have to route out or die.
Well, it does, actually, because we do have a blaze in L8 and we have a guy in M9, so theoretically you could fire on top of him there. So,
Yeah, but a flame doesn't cause him to automatically route. Blaze does.
That, okay, all right. Yeah, I will just go left to right, so we'll start with G9.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that's a no.
Yeah, it's a no.
The blaze in L8 spreading. We'll start trying with M9.
So it can spread. So you're rolling for each space it can spread to. So K8 is a spreadable terrain, and M9 is also spreadable.
Yep. So yeah. So M9 is a no. K8.
No.
Pretty sure also no.
I think Orchard's 8, something like that.
11. No, 9. So yes, that's a failure. Then we are over to. Oh, we have a couple flames. I will start with N0.
Okay. Oh, that's definitely a flame. Or a blaze.
Well, -1 for moist.
Woods is always Woods is low.
Yeah, Woods is a 7. Yeah, I don't think we get below that. So that is a blaze. N1.
Where's the weather? I'm looking for the terrain chart. Woods. Where's their number? Nine, 7. Yeah.
So let's see. I rolled a 7. I rolled an 8 for N1.
So it's not spreading. That would be a I think that's kindling. Because getting a from a flame to a blaze is different. Non-hampered flames,
Blaze is kindle, right?
unless it was already extinguished, a flame becomes by making a final DR over the spread number. Okay. No, so it does turn into a blaze.
No, because we got a -1 for the weather conditions. So, because it's
Woods is 7.
Is it equal or over? I thought you said over.
Blaze creation. Flame becomes a blaze by making a final DR above or equal to the spread number.
Oh, okay. All right. So yes, that does turn into blaze. Wow.
Oh, I've
boy,
seen-
I can see a bonsai charge coming here.
Maybe.
Do we actually even need to roll for O1? I don't think so.
For O1, no. No, because all the possible locations that it could spread are already blazes and technically flames.
So I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, lots of fire going on here.
Hmm.
So no routing is necessary. Advance phase. You're gonna back away from that smoke there. That's it for advances. Close combat.
Close combat.
So you are at a 2 because you're striped.
That is
I'm
correct.
at 2 to 1, and you are at 1 to 2.
Is it hand-to-hand automatic? Yeah.
Well, maybe. This is Dare Death, so they're treated as Japanese. So yes, I believe so.
Then yeah. I got a automatic -1 for my roll. So
Do we need an ambush? I believe.
no, because you're not advancing and you're not concealed.
Oh, right, yes.
And
Well,
so I think regardless of the generation, it might still be a kill. But that'll definitely kill both of us. That's interesting, actually. I think it's dumb, but I think this actually applies. This would be like the worst time for that to ever happen. CC phase. This is also the creation of leader. The original. Oh, okay, I get why they're saying that. Cool. Both tax rate for. Because so essentially what this does, and I didn't realize this was actually a thing because I've never had a unit created and not have the odds change. But essentially what this means is that not only do you create a leader, but he automatically dies. Or wait, so I'm at 1 to 4. Never mind.
yeah, you still kill me.
Not necessarily. So generate your leader, and this or attempt to generate your leader because this will actually determine if it's a kill or a casualty reduction.
I think it's at a +1 because I'm Guomindang.
Leader creation. Yeah, there's a +1. Nothing for morale.
2.
Okay, so you generate an 8/0 leader, which means that instead of a 1 to 4, it's now 1 to 5, which means it drops down to 4, and I get a -1. Okay, yeah, so everybody dies.
So it was pointless to create that.
So, yes, but also it counts for CVP.
Oh, so I just doubly screwed myself. Lovely.
It's kind of like because I've never seen that before in all the times I've never gotten a field promotion and kill them in the same thing because nothing says if the unit dies then you just forego it and you can't forego it whatsoever. Let's make an immediate DR. If this results in creator leader, that leader must add their leadership bonus. Yeah. A created leader cannot be refused. Okay. Yeah, so that's wild. Is there any...
I'm trying to use the dare deaths.
Honestly, like, that was a really good move. The only reason it didn't work is because dice. It's not it was not a bad move whatsoever. Yeah, that's
You should
crazy.
really add in the 12 from your prisoners, by the way.
Yeah, I should. So you know what? I'm gonna do this to make it more clear. These are sieves. Sieves. There's 4 each. And then the prisoners here are worth an extra 1, I think? Or just 1?
The what?
The prisoners down here, I think, are worth 1? Yeah. Unless it's doubled value. I always forget for prisoners. I never take prisoners. Every time I play people, they're just like, I don't want prisoners. Kill them. They're just immediate no quarter. Prisoner. Oh, that's not there. CVP. Capture. Later MMCs captured. Purposes currently a prisoner. Player receives CVP for an enemy when it's captured. If it is no longer captured, the CVPs are immediately lost. As soon as the scenario has ended, captured units are worth double. Okay, so currently it's just worth 1. And then at the end it'll be worth 2.
So if I lose one more unit, I win.
It would be an at game end thing, and I mean,
No. At the end of it. Oh, at game end. Yeah, that's true. Well,
like, it'd be at game end, but as soon as I have 30, then I can just be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna hide at the back. Like, I don't. I guess it's a bridge we'll cross when we get there, but I kind of wonder, like, you'd have to push a lot to get there, but you'd have to amass. Then it's just a matter of me getting more CVP than the Chinese, but like that means you'd have to kill, you know, at least 10 squads to equal me. Yeah. Anyways, we'll see when we get there, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, over to you.
Yeah. No change in weather. No rallies.
I actually have one.
Okay.
Leader in I4 will attempt to rally the unit there.
Mm-hmm.
And succeed. So yay, another half squad to throw in.
Alright. Prep fire. Infantry gun's gonna keep doing its thing. That's a 7 plus 3 minus 2. So it's a hit. Barely and no rate. 5T is a 7 on 4, which is a Pintash check. Alright, take those at least. Yeah. L5, M5 are going to shoot at K4 as a 12 up 2 shot, leader directed. Man, these high rolls. 11 on 12, nothing. M7 is going to shoot at K7, so 9 up 3. 10 on 9, miss. The heavy machine gun has rate of fire, so we'll have him shoot again. Definitely nothing. Sick. Hmm. N7 will shoot at I8, which I'm pretty sure we checked last time. Yeah. So it'll be an 8 up 4 shot against the unconcealed people, and against the concealed, it's a 4 up 4. Alright. Nope, that's it. Those are absolutely terrible rolls. Oh, I forgot to do my reinforcements. Whatever, I'll have them come on next turn. Movement phase, I'm going to have the conscripts with the civilians of an N6. Going to move to 07 for 1. And then go into 08 for 4.
Okay. Can the conscripts make that?
Oh, wait, yeah. They can if they go CX, so they'll go CX. Sorry. The leader in that same stack loses his CX. I think he can do that, but nah, not worthwhile. He's just gonna move to 07 for 1, and then up into N6 for 3.
Okay.
N10 with the prisoners is going to go into the debris as an assault move.
All right.
M9 is going to assault move to L9.
So it's assault move, but it's open ground, so that would be a net +4, basically.
It's technically not considered open ground because of the hindrances.
So that's...
It'd still be a +3 shot.
Nah, we'll wait.
M3 and its contents will go to... Oh, that leader sucks, that's right. The squad will advance to N3. Sorry, assault move.
K4 will fire at them.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 9... What is rebel? Building? +2?
Just +2.
So 9 and 2. 9 and 9. Fantastic.
They pass. The leader that was in M3, or that is in M3, is going to go to N2 for 1,
Okay.
O3 for 2,
Righty.
and then finish in O4 for 3.
All right.
And that's it. Defense fire.
The gun in I7 will continue firing at L5.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be down 2, or up 2, I believe. Excuse me. Nothing. Does that break it? No, just barely. The squad and machine gun that are there will also in I7 will also fire at L5. So
Okay.
that is going to be a 6 of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to kick that machine gun off there.
No worries.
The units in the fortified building, what is that? K7 will fire at the infantry gun. 7 half, so 3.5 flat.
Okay.
Normal round check. Squad will unconceal. The whole stack will fire at L9.
Okay.
Leader directed. It's going to be 8 up 2, if I'm reading that correctly. So that's going to be a 6 on 8, which is a 1 MC.
They pin and no sniper.
Sure, I'll take a long shot. I5 will fire at the medium machine gun, or excuse me, the heavy machine gun at M7. So that's going to be an 8 up 3. Nothing. Yep, that's it.
All right. Don't excuse me. I don't think I have any advancing fire. Nope. Fires, we'll do G9 first. Building.
I'll say it's like a 9.
Probably is, but building wooden. Spread is 8. That was an 8 minus 1, so yeah, nothing. L8 is going to try for K8. 7, I'm pretty sure that's nothing for Orchard. Nope. And M9, 8, same thing, no change. The other blazes cannot spread. No. So that's it. These guys have to route.
Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry.
So, they will route to M5.
Yeah, I don't have anybody to route.
Cool. Advanced phase. LMG plus squad and N3 go to N4. The 7-2 leader will join them. In the advanced phase, down in 08, they're going to swap a bunch of prisoners around. So the conscripts are going to gain all the civilians. And then the squad will advance. Oh, no, wait, that's their sole action. Never mind. You have to stay there.
How many squads can they, or what's the limit?
It's like 4 times their size or something. It's it's always annoying because they reference the U's number, the US number, but like I don't know anybody who calls it the US number.
Yeah, I was mostly just curious. I'm not really all that concerned about it, so I was just interested if there was any other advances. Sorry.
No worries. The second line guys will go into the road.
Alright.
And I think that's it. No CC, no routes, or no other stuff.
A weather change!
Yeah, so that'll be direction or how do I just forget? Direction or force level. I guess they call it that, wind level. So you roll a subsequent 1 dice. Then we go off of whatever that result is. So 3, I think, is going to be like clockwise once. Where is my weather? And it always messes people up because they keep that information in the fire area. 3, direction 1, hex counterclockwise. So it is going to go counterclockwise. So now it's straight down, which means...
When does the smoke change? Like right away?
I'm pretty sure it's right away. I could be wrong. This has to go there. That has to get cloned.
Wow, actual weather change. Whew.
I know, crazy. I'm trying to see.
I have 1 rally. Oh, I have no rally actions, actually. So, what do you...
I do. Where is... Oh, it's probably an A or something. Where's smoke? Smoke. A24. So the only rally I've got, or that I remember having anyways, is my crew guys. Japanese, so DM doesn't apply. I got a -1 leader. He's in a building, so he rallies. Thank Christ. If not, he was going to die. Height, duration, effect. Weather. Smoke has no effect. Fog. Smoke is removed.
I have a dumb question.
Hmm?
Is it possible to break enemy hardware?
Yes. I forget if you have to possess it specifically, but you can choose. It's I'm trying to remember because I think if I remember correctly, if it's like a gun or something, and you have possession of it, you can break it as part of a fire attack. So you'd like prep fire, and your prep fire is literally just destroying, a support weapon or whatever. Or you can do it in the rally phase. It's something like support weapon destruction, or not deliberate malfunction. I don't think that's the term for it. Counter. Smoke drifting from a wrecked terrain blaze is treated identically to that from an original white smoke cone.
So yeah, it's 9.73 support weapon self-destruction. It may be destroyed or deliberately malfunction instead of firing it by the unit or inherent crew possessing it during any prep fire, defense fire phase, in which the weapon and possession unit would otherwise be allowed to fire.
Yeah.
It counts as a use.
Yeah. So, which isn't so bad, because if you have a full squad, if it counts as a use of a support weapon, then you can break a thing and still shoot. It's also important to note that it says like you can choose to malfunction it versus eliminating it, because there are scenarios that make that distinction.
Yeah. Okay. So the 337 is going to attempt to take possession of the light machine gun in K7.
Okay. Anything but a 6.
Because I mean, it's very crappy. Like, they're not going to be able to use it very well, but let's deny it to you just for giggles. I think that's it of end of rally, yeah?
Yeah.
Fire. Units in K4 will fire at M5.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a 9 of 2. There we go. Finally.
Yeah, our first. Is that our first malfunction?
It is indeed.
A rare occurrence.
Yes. The artillery is going to fire again at its acquired target.
Mhm.
That's going to be up 1. That is a critical.
All right.
It doubles firepower?
Doubles and minuses the TM. Or reverses the TM.
Right. So normally it'd be 12 firepower, so we're on the 24 firepower. And the TEM, does it include the acquisition in the TEM
No,
or no?
it's -2.
So -2. So that is a 6 on 24, which is 4 MC.
They absolutely do not pass it. That's straight.
That is rate, so we will. No, I do not have rate because it's artillery. But the squad that is also in I7 will also fire.
Mhm.
So they're going to be a 6 up 3. It's 8 on 6, which is a pentest check.
Pass.
The squad and the light machine gun can fire in different places, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so K7, the 2 squads will fire at the heavy machine gun, and at the same time, the 337 will break the light machine gun.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 7 up 2. Wow. We cower.
So cowers to a 6, or sorry, a 4. That's a +2, so 4 and 4, 1 MC. And of course, so they strike.
The units in I8 will leader directed fire at the 447 in the smoke.
Mhm.
So that's going to be an 8 up 2.
Mhm.
So 7 on 8, 1 MC.
Pin again.
That's it for quick fire. Sorry, I'm having a senior moment here. I think it's something.
No worries.
The leader in J1 will declare CX.
Okay.
1.
Okay.
Do leaders get road movement bonus or no?
Yeah. I think the caveat is you have to spend. I forget if someone once told me you have to even start on road. I forget how true that is.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm not going to worry about it too much. 2,
Mhm.
3,
Mhm.
4,
Mhm.
5,
Okay.
6,
Okay.
7,
Mhm.
8.
Cool.
Student will also, this leader will declare SEAC.
Okay.
2,
Mhm.
3,
Mhm.
4,
Yep.
5,
Mhm.
6,
Yep.
7,
Mhm.
8.
Okay.
One,
Okay.
2,
Mhm.
3.
Okay.
Defensive fire.
All right. We'll keep with N7 to I8 as a 8 up 4. Still nothing. Was even rate of fire. HMG and M7, as well as the 347, will shoot at K7 as a 9 up 3. Will I get a result? 9 on 9 PTC. Sure. HMG will shoot again because it has rate of fire. Breaks it.
Now it's coming in with a vengeance.
I just wish I could like get more than or less than a 5 at some point.
That would be nice, yeah.
L5, M5, and N4 will all shoot at K4. So we're looking at 4, 12, 4, 12, 15. Pretty sure it's, yeah, 15 up 2. Case of point.
That's a whole lot of red there.
Yeah, I know. It's it sucks. um, I forget if this is time based or not. So I'm gonna try this because I forget. The squad in M10 is going to attempt to shoot at I8. And specifically, I'm going to be trying to shoot white phosphorus. So it is a... I have to use area fire regardless. Or at least I'm pretty sure I have to use area fire for it. I just forget if it's a time thing because it doesn't say. But in any case, I need 7. There's a plus 5. Or sorry, building doesn't count for TM for the area fire or area target type. There's still the smoke. There's still hindrance. So it's just a plus 3 to hit. I don't have white phosphorus, so that won't matter. Do I want to try and shoot?
Do mortars get acquisition?
Yes, technically. But so the sneaky thing, quote unquote, about if you have special ammunition is if you try for special ammunition and you don't get it, you didn't technically shoot. So you can get an extra shot out of it. The problem with it and what some people don't realize is that by doing that and missing, you lock yourself out of special ammo, so you don't get the free shot ever again. Um, so since I don't have white phosphorus, uh, I don't really like my chances anyways. So I'm just gonna keep them as fired. I also have to mark no. This guy's not gonna shoot, and that's it. Advanced fire phase. This is where you throw your DC from B3 into the woods and start a fire there.
No, because that will kill my leaders, which is what I need to get off the board. So no,
Potentially. It's only potentially.
it's highly likely since I'm in the open. Now, if I had a 6+1 leader, yeah, I'd probably consider that. I don't actually think I have any advanced fire.
Okay.
Okay, well, back up a second. Let me do my fires. So starting with G9. That's a no, I believe.
No. Because EC.
Yep. L8, we will try to spread to M9. Fail. And then at K8.
Damn.
Okay. And the blazes up on the top can't go anywhere, so I think we're done.
Yeah.
I have no routes, as far as I know. Yeah, no routes. I don't think anybody else, really.
Nope, just broken guns. That's all that's line about.
Advances. I don't know what the hell I was thinking there. Okay. No CC. Over to you.
Alright, this time I'm gonna remember to do my stupid guys. Oh, I brought in all those guys. Damn. You're lucky. I was gonna be cheesy.
I'll be cheesy. Go for it.
No, I can't do it because I was going to, but I didn't. Had I thought about it last turn, I might have been able to do something, but still not really. I think these are my only real options.
I don't think you can come in there.
Yeah, it's on or east of Hex Row F.
Okay.
Let's do this. Alright. Weather, no change, sadly. Take pins off. Repairs. I'm going to try and repair my gun. It will break. Almost.
I'll try and repair my light machine gun. Similarly failing.
Other than that, no rallies, no nothing. Prep fire phase. Let's just start with a very healthy 8 firepower and 7th I8 up 4. Nothing. I do have rate of fire, so let's try again.
There
They
you
will
go.
cower, so that's even less. 8 to 6. 6 on 6 is a 1 MC, and or sorry, that's 4. So it's a 8 on 6. So PTC and your sniper. Also rate. Oh no, I cowered.
So leader and the crew pin. My sniper does not activate.
Alright, at least there's that. Doom Army is gonna try and shoot at these guys again. So that was a 4, 12, 17, up 2. My god. 8 on 17 is a 2 MC. Cool. All right. Man, not having white phosphorus on that sucks. These guys are broken. No, we'll just go into movement phase. The 347 in M6 is going to assault move into N6.
Okay.
Offboard units will go to F10 for 1.
All right.
Bypass E10 for 2.
Okay.
D10 for 3.
All right.
Bypass C10 for 4.
All right.
Continue bypass into B9 for 5. Pretty sure I have to reveal.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then B8 for 6.
How are they moving 6?
Oh, right. Derp. Another 6. I keep thinking I have a leader with them, that's why. I don't know why. Other group will move off board for 1, F10 for 2. They will continue bypass E10 for 3, and into D10 for 4.
Okay.
The squad in the smoke is going to assault move into K10.
Does pinning have any effect on leader direction? Out of curiosity.
Yes. I forget if you can even direct. I know you don't get the modifier. Leadership.
pin leader can neither direct an attack nor use voluntary route.
Yeah, okay.
But I mean, yeah, we'll shoot at you still. So that's going to be 4 halved. So it's going to be a 6 up 2.
Okay. Or up 3.
Assault move, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Now our support weapons start really breaking. I think we're jinxed. There's some like rising moon. Someone's gonna come in and be like, "Oh, your horoscope says the rising blood moon indicates you're gonna break all your super weapons."
All right.
If nothing else, I am going to have the squad in 08 is going to dash into M9 via N8.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be area fire then, so it's halved, right? When you fire on them.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so mix it into M9. The crew with the heavy machine gun is going to go. They're gonna. You know what? No, they'll cry themselves over into N7. And I think. The guys with the prisoners are just going to go back to N10 as an assault move.
Okay.
That's it. Defensive fire.
Okay. The gun in I7 will continue firing at the guys in L5.
Mm-hmm.
So that is down to 1 hit.
It's a crit.
You figure that was 24 down 2?
Yep.
Each. 5-3 on 24 is a 2 KA.
Yep.
Would I rubble the building?
It's possible. We have to check for building rubble. Where is that? Creation. Any HE attack, 70 millimeters or above, against a building hex with an original IFT dice roll which causes a KIA on the appropriate IFT column, harassing, etc. May possibly cause the affected building in that hex to collapse.
So, is that going to be the 5 or the modified 3 for that original roll?
We're looking at the IFT, right? So it would be the 5.
Then there's no chance for rubble there because that's just a K4.
Oh, okay. Make a subsequent DR, adding +1. Before normally resolving the HE attack against any affected occupants. Oh, okay. I get what they're trying to say. Right. Yep.
All right, the guys in K7 will attempt to fire at N6.
Okay.
Line of sight is clear.
Mm-hmm.
Range is 3, so that's going to be a 7 up 2.
Mm-hmm.
7 on 7, normal round check.
Leader takes a casualty check. He's alive. Can I wound him? I have to mark it twice. Actually, he might be dead. Is it? Give me wounds. There. Wounds. 5 or 6, yeah. Okay, so he's dead.
And over to you for advanced fire.
Advancing fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The LMGs in B9 are going to attempt to shoot at your guys. It is possible. So it is a 2 firepower up 2 shot. Or up 3. No. No further shots. We're gonna do flames. G9 does not change. L8 to K8, no change. To M9, absolutely becomes a flame. Just copy this one. And these ones can't spread. Route phase. I don't have any DMs. Or broken guys.
I do.
Two, three, four, five, 6. Oh, okay.
If it matters, they would move back through J3 and then into the...
Yeah, I just have to check anyways.
Yep, no worries.
Advanced phase. B9 to B8. These guys might actually be fine. Yeah, these guys will go to C10, and I'm pretty sure like E8 acts as hindrance, so this isn't treated as open ground, and it's in they can't be seen because of B7, even if the line of sight was traced directly there.
Does
No, if the line of sight, you'd have to check line of sight. So C10 to H5, yeah, building blocks it anyways.
all right, yeah, well.
But even if not, E8 would cause it to not be open ground, so it's fine.
Yep, no, I understand. I'm just...
The 127 crew is gonna go into the street, try to get their gun. N4 will go to M4.
Okay.
This doesn't particularly matter. The machine guns go to M7. The conscript with... Oh, he's also not CX anymore. Conscript with all the civilians goes to P7. These guys will go into the smoke. And I think that's it. No CC. Yeah, okay. That was weird.
So this is turn 6, yeah?
Turn 5. Because I forgot my guys on turn 3. I think it's because when we flipped over to my turn, I think you put my counter on the 5.
Oh, okay. Alright, so we're just alright. No weather change. I have some rallies. Let's see. We will try to self-rally the unit in I4. That's a success, even with the DM.
Yeah.
I believe. It's +1/-1 for self-rally in the building, and then +4 for DM. Their rally is a 7, so yeah. I think that's the first time I've ever successfully rallied somebody that was DM'd. Can they immediately attempt to break, or was the rally their action for this phase, or repair?
No, it's I don't think they can on a self rally. I think.
Yeah, no worries. I'm not going to do that. It's 6-1 at this point. Okay, I8 attempts to repair their enemy machine gun and breaks it. I think that's it. Yep.
Machine gun. All right.
Yes. Somehow it doesn't feel like a game unless we're breaking support weapons left, right, and center. Is your crew gonna hop back on the infantry gun?
I have to roll, and they do.
Do you have any weapons to repair besides that one?
No, that's all I had.
All right. Prep fire. All right, units in I8 are going to fire at J10.
Okay.
The crew is halved because they're at extreme range.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a 4.5 up 1 with leader.
You might have to string it. I don't know what.
Oh no, I'm sorry, it's a 4.5 flat. Because it doesn't touch the orchard.
Yeah.
So 7 on 4.5 is a pin toss check.
Pinned.
I will take it. The infantry gun in I7 will the artillery in I7 will attempt to fire the infantry gun in M6.
Mm-hmm.
So there is plus 1.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cannot get out of. There we go. Sorry about that. I did not mean to move one direction.
No worries.
Okay, so that's going to be up 1. So that's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Not a crit, I believe.
No, because you need a 8. You need a +1.
So 12 firepower at no mod, so just flat. 9 on 12, normal round.
Pin. Sniper. Still no sniper.
The squad and LMG will also fire at the infantry gun.
Yep.
Gonna be 6 up 1. Cower. 2A2.
4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Cower to a 4.
No
7
PTC.
on 4. Pin test check.
Which I can't take because they're already in.
The 2 units in I5 will fire at the medium machine guns, so that's going to be an 8 up 3. Nothing. And that's it. Movement phase. Leaders lose their CX. And exit the map. I'll put them up near the CPP, so. It's only 2 leaders?
You got a -1 on the leader.
Oh, right. Regular move. 1.
I will shoot. M5. Sweet. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a 5.5. Down 3. 4 on 5.5. It's probably just 5. Yeah. 4, 5, 2 MC.
Okay. Their normal moves. 1.
The MMGs will shoot. It's clear. It's not considered open ground, but it's not assault movement, so it's 8 down 1. No rate. 6 on 8 is 1 MC. Oops, that's the first fire. Pretty sure it's 4. Sniper, oh my god. 4-1. I have to target these guys, so they break. And no other shots.
1.
These guys will shoot. That's going to be, I think it's a plus. So it's +3 for smoke, +1 for hindrance, so +4. It's not
Is that
assault.
+3? I thought it was +2.
It's if you're in smoke, you get a +1 additional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like the one shitty thing about being in smoke. So it's a +4, -1 for non-assault move. So 6 up 3. They'll cower to 4, 7 pin test check, and sniper.
Yay. Everything's coming out to play in these last 3 turns.
I really fucking wish I could really know low numbers. 1, 2, 3. It's the closest. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Probably gonna be
2, 3, 4, 5.
one of those guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys, or these guys.
Break those guys.
Alright. Straight. But
yeah.
Okay. Wasn't sure. You wanted to change your mind?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And I can't leave residuals.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's it.
Right. Defense fire phase. Let's take residuals off. There we go. M4 will try to shoot at J6. Line of sight is good. It's a 5 firepower, leader directed, but not adding his +2. Yeah, so it's a 5 flat. 7 on 5. Pretty sure it's PTC. Can't take it. The squad in N6 will also attempt to shoot at J6. Should be fine. So it's a 3 up 1. Nope. The infantry gun will also shoot at J6. Not the time for getting snipers. Rate of fire, cool. Double sniper, awesome. 4 on 4 is a 1 MC. They had raid. Actually, I don't think they get rate of fire if they're pinned. So, just mark up final. Squad in J10 will shoot at J7. It'll be a 2 up 1. Nope. And I think that is it. Advancing fire phase.
I have none. So let me do my flames. G9. I think that fails.
Yeah, because you see.
All right. Should I do the flames first and then the blazes, or does it matter?
Up to you, honestly. I don't think there's a set order. As long as you remember what you do, is really what
Yeah,
matters
that's fine.
most.
Okay, we'll do the flame in M9. Does not turn into a blaze. L8 will We'll spread to K8. Nope. You said there's going to be multiple flames, right?
I'm pretty sure multiple flames is possible. Like, I'm willing to bet on it, is how strong I feel about it.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Then M9 for spread. And yes, I think it does.
Alright.
And I think that's it for that. Yeah, I'm not missing anything.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Routes. Yay. So when routing, you can continue routing like through open terrain, or it has to be all in route terrain.
So it has to be nearest possible destination, and within that destination, if there's routable terrain that's connected to it, you can continue, as far as I understand it. But you wouldn't be able to say, like, you wouldn't be able to pick H1 from J2. You have to pick J1, K2, or I3. If you go into I3, then you could theoretically continue to I4, I5, or even H3.
Now we'll route there and stop because we can't really get out of there.
Okay.
We'll route there. And that's it for routes.
All right.
Advance phase. No CC. Over to you.
All right. Weather, no change. Take off pins. I have absolutely no rally actions.
I don't think I... No, I have one rally action. We'll try to rally the squad in I7 with the leader.
Hmm.
Fail. DM comes off. Does DM come off even if you're not rallying?
Yeah. I think the only time you can opt to retain it is if you're not in rally terrain. Like if you're, I might even only be if you're in the open, something like that. Anyways,
I think I'm done.
all right, prep fire.
Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. Oh, I got to repair now. 1 second.
Oh,
I do. Huzzah.
infantry gun will try to shoot at I7. Absolutely not. But at least that counts for acquisition.
Does it count for DMing broken units?
I want to say yes, but I really don't feel confident about it, so don't. At worst, I'll just shoot you with somebody else.
Okay.
The medium machine guns will attempt to shoot at J7. Clear, thank God. So it's an 8 flat. 5 on 8 is 2 MC. I have rate of fire, so I'll just shoot at him again. 7 on 8, 1 MC, and no rates. Right. I'll take a
Rogue
cash.
can't be pinned, right?
He gets casualty reduction. Because that's 1 MC. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Do I have anybody else I want to shoot with? No. So, movement phase. My 4x7 without any sport weapons is going to go into C8 for 1.
Okay.
D7 for 3.
All right.
One squad with an LMG goes to C8 for 1. Oh my god, that's laggy.
Okay.
They will. Why is my PC so laggy all of a sudden? C7 for 2.
Okay.
D6 for 3.
Yeah, we'll take a shot at you.
Okay.
From H7. I think they're still technically in range of the crew, so it's going to be a 4.5. Down 2.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 on 4.5 is a K2. I can see them, yeah.
And they pass. The morale check, anyways. That was 3. They continue to E7 for 4.
Okay.
Last.
Sniper. Oh, sniper.
Oh, right. Sorry. No sniper. Last squad in B8 goes to C8 for 1.
Okay.
Bypass D7, D8 for 2.
Okay.
Continues into E7 for 3.
All right.
4 into F7.
These guys will try and fire at them.
Okay.
Oh my god. They don't break. Does Rebel occupy the entire hex?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they will light CX into G8. Oops.
Well, we'll fire at you there.
Mhm.
So that's going to be
Left. So should be, or yeah, left.
so 5.5, yeah. Or I'm sorry, 4.5.
Yeah.
Down 2.
Mm-hmm.
9 on 4.5. Not even a pin test trip. Welp.
One squad over here will drop concealment to normal move into D9 for 1,
Okay.
2,
Okay.
3,
All right.
and 4 into G8.
Okay.
The other guys, which should be revealed, there we go. D9 for 1,
Okay.
E9 for 2,
All right.
F8 for 3,
Okay.
F7 for 4,
All right.
and late CX G7 for 5.
Does the rebel hex side block line of
Yeah.
sight? Units in I5 will attempt to fire at them.
Okay.
You have line of sight.
Okay.
So 8 down 2.
Mm-hmm.
6 on 8 is 1C.
Straight. Pretty sure that should be.
That's going to help me, but
There. The squad in L9 goes to K9 normal move for 1.
all right. The units in I7 will fire at you, or I should say the squad of the light machine gun will fire at you. Leader directed. So that's going to be a 6. Down
So it's
one.
-1 for non-assault movement, -1 for leader, +2 for hindrance. So it should be a 6 flat.
You're an open ground too, aren't you?
Yeah, but hindrance blocks open ground penalty.
Gotcha. Right.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, this session's dice has been stupid. They will continue to J8 for 2,
All right.
and then into I8 for 4.
But I feel like a lot of hand-to-hands in my future.
This is the bid to try and win.
I mean, you will. There's no way I can prevent you from killing 2 squads.
You never know.
I'm pretty sure.
Our CC rolls have so far have been stupid. So
Yeah, well, you know.
J9 for 1, I9 for 2,
Uh-huh.
and I8 for 4. The crew in N7 goes to M8 for 1,
All right.
L7 for 2.
Okay.
They will bypass in K7, K8 for 3,
Okay.
and then continue into J6 for 4.
All right.
Squad in N6 goes into open ground road M6 for 1,
Okay.
2 into L6,
Yeah, sure. The artillery will fire at you because sure, why not?
okay.
Let's see. That's 3 hex range.
It's not assault movement, so it'll be flat because the
Miss.
Jeez. you know what? I'm gonna risk it. Screw it. K6 for 3.
Fire at you. Well, do I? Yes. Sure. Okay. The units in I4 will fire at you.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 12. Yes. 12 up 2. No, 12 flat.
12. It's
12
a
up 1. That's it. Sorry. Non-assault movement, but it's not open ground.
12 flat.
12 flat.
Yeah.
6 on 12. 2 MC.
2 MC. Is okay. Sure. Sniper. And then 4 into J6. That would be. It goes down to 4. The stack in M5 goes to M6 for 1.
Okay.
L6 for 2. And into K7 for 5. Or 4, sorry. Stack in M4 goes to L4 for 1.
Alright.
And continues into L5 for 3.
Okay.
And the squad as a... it'll spend a movement point to pick up the gun. They've now just increased their firepower by 1. Cower in fear. And that's it for movement. Defensive fire phase.
The squad in H5 will fire again at G4. So that's going to be a 2 flat.
I don't think they can, because if they're first fired, it's only against adjacent.
Then I have no one. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
To lose.
Advanced fire phase. Stack in K7 is going to shoot at J7 as a 7 down 1. 5 on 7, 2 MC. Right. J6 to I7, which is a 4 up 2. Nothing. I8 to I7. Don't know what the number is. It's 9 up 2. 9 on 9. PTC. God damn. Okay. What are these rolls? Where the hell's my sniper? This guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Has to go to H7. Random selection. Actually, 2. Yes. Okay. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, I'm gonna pin the crew and break the lead squad.
Okay. Next time, please pick the result of 1 before you roll the second one.
Oh, I mean, I was gonna target the elite squad for a break regardless, but yeah, you're right. I'll do a fire group G7, G8 against H7. 3, 6, 10, up 3, because they're CX. 11 on 10, nothing. That's it for advanced fires.
You don't want to toss your depth or charge, can you?
No, I'm too worried that that's going to backfire on me at this point. These rolls have been so swingy tonight that it's just going to blow up. G9 doesn't change. Flames in M9, 1 and 2. So one flame goes out, the other blazes. K8 spreading to, or sorry, L8 to K8, no spread. Nothing else. Oh, yeah, thanks. Routes. I think the squad in H7 is just dead. Because they can't go to H6 because they're adjacent. They can't even they can see the guys in K7. I could take prisoners, I guess. Sure, yeah, I'll take them as prisoners, I guess. And that would be game if they survive.
Alright, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, this has been a friggin' roller coaster tonight. I'm trying to think, like I think the only way this would have played out differently would have been at the start. I think as a Chinese player, I think you have to risk just like throwing everybody in like one line at wherever the Japanese are weakest. I don't see how else you like get anybody to like survive.
Well, I think the trick is that I completely forgot that you could come in from any map edge.
Yeah, I mean,
Like for some reason, I was thinking you had to come in from the north or south, so that's why I kind of came in the middle with the prisoners.
Gotcha.
I should say with the civilians. So yeah, the civilians need to run as fast as they can, as far as they can on the first turn, so that they're as far away as possible. And basically, the infantry needs to stop immediately. Like they have to be roadblocks,
Yeah.
essentially, to let the civilians go. So that's what I did wrong. The civilians should have moved way out in front as far as they could kind of safely-ish, and then the other guys should have parked themselves kind of right on the map edge or close to it. So there was that. I think my attacks in the middle were actually not too bad. You don't want to go too far because it's very easy to get trapped over there and the game end. I mean, yeah, you do have 3 or 4 turns to get them back, but like as you saw with the guys trying to get out of that fortified building, it's pretty easy to kind of pin and break dudes and make it difficult to kind of get back, you know?
Yeah, and honestly though, like getting into the fortified building makes a lot of sense because I mean, just look at all the punishment they took. It might have been a better idea to just keep them, but at the same time, like with that's highly dependent on the CVP total. If it wasn't so high, then keeping him there would be a solid move considering I was starting to broke the HMG. I mean, we both broke our HMGs, or you had an MMG you broke, I broke my HMG. Friggin' the breaking my LMG in the fortified building was smart. I The only thing I could think of changing, if anything, was like maybe like at the start, because I set up first. The setup for the Japanese is like super limited, so you kind of there's a very big squeeze immediately. I think the only way to like well, I mean not only way, but one of the ways to capitalize on it as the Chinese is like if I'm in K4 K5, then like dare death it immediately. Just like what you could do is do opportunity fire. So you like retain all the firepower in those guys, and then just send like a crappy like 337 or a conscript squad or whatever. Just throw them into the building, bump them, and then when they reveal as real, then in the advanced fire phase, you just unload on them without the halved
Yeah,
firepower
the
thing.
only, I mean, yeah, that's probably. I mean, I don't know. I think that I'm overall pretty pleased. I probably should have started pulling out the southern guys a little bit before I did, but
Hmm. Yeah.
the gun is worth a fair amount of VP, so I was a little bit leery about that. Um,
If you kill it yourself, does it still give me points? I don't think so. Does it?
yeah, no. So spiking it would have been the choice there. I also, in hindsight, I think I probably should have put it up into I5. I think that would have done me a little bit of good. Um,
Hmm. I think considering my setup, yeah, it would have probably been. I mean,
like, I don't think
honestly,
that's a bad location. I think it was a pretty decent location. It certainly was pretty effective. It really kind of pummeled those hexes over there. But
mhm.
yeah, looking at it in hindsight, I think I probably should have put it up in I5 just to kind of keep it a little bit out of the way.
um, do you think that the reduced vision in certain areas though would be too much of a compromise? Because
Not really, because at that point, I'm kind of pointing it. Probably, I'm gonna align it along.
wow, you can see this entire fucking road. That's
Yeah, it's pretty
nuts.
crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. Being able to cover like L4 to N3 to P5 down to N6. Well, maybe not
Yeah,
N6, but
yeah. Given the setup and everything, I wanted to have some firepower on the building because I was pretty sure it was going to be fortified, or somebody up there was going to be fortified. And yeah, the line of sights are pretty good in there. So yeah, I mean, I'm overall pretty pleased. I think it did a bunch of damage, more so than my guns usually do. And hey, I didn't manage to not break it, so that's always a plus.
mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could have been a little more aggressive. I don't know. It's a tricky trade off because uh,
Considering the
it's going to have to
civs,
be. Yeah, because it's casualties, and so if I'm aggressive, that's going to lead to casualties because my guys are, you know,
I think it's more the as soon as you add 12 like automatically to my CVP, it's like that's when you're trading essentially what is six squads, it's a lot to try and like claw back essentially.
Yeah,
Um,
so I mean that's why I said when you captured them on what turn two, I think, or
yeah,
turn three, it was kind of like, yeah, okay, that's pretty much game over, but we'll see where we go. I mean, I think it was pretty close at the end there. Like I said, I had I thought about it even slightly, I should have probably started pulling back across the road there. Like those
I mean
guys should have been
it wasn't a bad
moving.
idea. I think one extra turn and if you'd done it like a turn sooner, I think you would have been perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, like I say, just a little bit of timing in there, here and there. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I think it came down to what next to last turn basically, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Um,
and man, you had a solid string of like fours, fives, and sixes on rolls for IFTs and stuff. It was
yeah, I
really
mean, I think I really kind of beat the living crap out of the initial force that you had on there.
look at my turn one losses.
Yeah,
Turn one
so
losses, turn five.
I think I'm fairly okay with that, given the
Hmm.
Japanese striping and sort of thing, which is kind of a real pain in the ass.
Honestly, it's the only saving grace. If I wasn't striping, then I would have had at least a good number of other units like these guys would have broke. I had at least one squad here would have broken. These guys would have broken. Um, I want to say maybe this guy would have had a broken guy. Same thing down here with the prisoners. So it's just yeah, that guy too. It's like
Yeah, I mean, it's annoying, is what it
yeah,
is. It's
yeah,
annoying.
yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, no, I'm happy with it. It's fine. I'm not I'm not dissatisfied. There were things here and there that I could have done better, but overall, I think it was a pretty decent
Hmm.
shot.
Definitely, definitely one I would play again. That's for sure.
I mean, I can see why the Japanese win.
Yeah, I think there definitely needs to be a thing like balance wise. I think there needs to be a bigger change than just change the VC. Because even if we'd given you I mean, with the civs, I think the civs kind of ruins it as in terms of like comparing this to a quote unquote regular game. But You know, adding +3 is like it's not even a Civ capture. You know, it's
Yeah, I mean, I think the 2 unit you'll have what 2 units captured there, so two a full squad and a half squad,
yeah,
and I think our
they're
VP4s are
double.
double.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
so 6 right there.
yeah, so that's double the balance right there. That and
Yeah, which
honestly,
is
it's not that hard to capture the Chinese. I mean,
uh, do they start? Are they auto lax? I forget.
no, they're not. But the fact that you have so many troops and it's so hard to kind of pin you down, so you can really kind of get up and on top of me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, on top of like having bonsai and like being able to charge someone, force them to break, and it's like all right, immediate capture or whatever.
Yeah, so that kind of thing. I mean, I'm not surprised that there was. I'm actually surprised as few prisoners as it was, but we actually
Mm.
managed to do pretty good, kind of levering you out of that southern position there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I got to use my dare deaths, and what I used 2 of them, I think.
At least I want to say 3, but because you had the one that went to K5 or L5, whichever it was.
Yeah, K5, and then I think I used one trying to get into the fortified building.
Oh, you got into it. You absolutely got into it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
thinking of the
no,
last one.
like did I even have one there?
It might have actually been 2, but yeah,
EFJ.
it'll be in the retrospective or whatever when I go back through it.
Yeah, no. Oh, okay, yeah. So this guy up here, the half squad there, that's a remnant of a dare death squad. So I think I dared him
Oh, gotcha.
K4,
Yeah.
K5, and then he just got shot to living shit out of, shot to pieces. Yeah, so no, I could have done some more wave attacks with them. I think what happened was actually I got really lucky in K4 and K5. I think those guys got booted out like very quickly, so I didn't even have a chance to use dare death.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so it was like, yeah. Then honestly, after turn 4, I couldn't. The only place I could launch it from was down in I7, and at that point,
Yeah, it was kind
I'm
of
floating on that 27, 28 CVP, and it's like I can't afford to lose that squad, you know.
yeah. And like when you as soon as you declare dare death, it's like, you know, if you've got that 2 hexes of road you got to run through, and it's not exactly
Yeah, so
promising.
yeah, it's kind of like yeah. I mean, the only other thing I could have done was maybe run the 9-1 off at the same time as the other leaders went off, but um, yeah,
That's the problem there is it's a super tricky choice, especially because like you're not rallying at that point. So anybody who's broken, it's that much larger of a chance of being captured type stuff.
yeah. So yeah, I was reasonably confident that the guys up north were going to be safe. It didn't look at all like you were trying to push for I3. And
I
there was a
was
lot of troops in there.
honestly, I was very much tempted to come in through here because you didn't have much covering it, and when you advanced, like when you started moving your guys to K2, I was like, oh, this is my chance. He'll overcommit. I'll get to come in from behind, and then maybe not capture the building, but especially like your leaders when you started to like move them away. I was like, oh, that would have been so perfect having like a stack here or here and just try to snipe them or something. But obviously you wouldn't have run through there anyways. But uh,
I mean, I just think that I3, like, that almost has to be your goal from the start, if that makes sense. I
mm,
think that there's enough that I've got left there that it would be hard to do. Like, you'd have to do some real serious bonsaiing into that building to get there. And the fact that
yeah, I think it does come down to a matter of like if you overcommit, I have to go somewhere else. If all the civilians go into the I3 area, it makes it that much deadlier. They're more focused towards there. So
Yeah, I mean the civilians are just going to keep fleeing, unless you happen to bring troops. Like that's the only way is if you try and capture them on the back. But I gotta be honest, the civilians should have been CXing their little, you know, dumbasses as fast as they could back
they're
toward the
they should have
west
been
edge.
CXing their little Red Rider. Why can I not remember what it was? Little chariots. You pull with
Yeah, the
like
yes,
the Charlie Brown. thing there. God,
Yeah,
why am I not? Anyways.
Yeah, they should have been going back as fast as they possibly could to get off the board, because that's really, like, as long as they're on the board, that's crazy. And the fact that you can come in on F, for some reason I had that on mind that you couldn't come in west of J. I don't know why I thought that.
Honestly, I thought the same thing, and that's why, like, when I checked it again, I was like, oh my god, really? F? That seems so, like, far in. Like, sweet, I can bypass all the defenses, get into the buildings behind I3. If I had guys in K4, like, encircled immediately, stuff like that. So
Yeah, no, that was the only, yeah, like I said, I had in my head that you could only come in east of J1, so that F was a little bit of a nasty shot there. But yeah, no, it would have been a tough fight. I mean, I think it would have come down to literally last turn type shit,
hmm
going for I3.
we were close. We were close to last turn.
Yeah, it was a good scenario. Better than I thought. I thought it was really going to be a steamroller for the Japanese.
hmm
To be honest, but then I did get really lucky with die rolls.
Yeah, I mean, it was at least 2 crits on the
Yeah,
poor guys in L5.
I got 4 out of 7 or below average. Only my task checks, I was pinning like a mofo there for a while. Yeah, and you had pretty much the exact opposite. So.
IFT solid 738. I will say though, I was so incredibly nervous when you got a crit and almost the KIA result on L5, because if you generate rubble, it's possible that you collapse the entire building. And I had my 10-1 in the 2 squads.
Yeah.
So
that would have been
imagine like
disastrous but hilarious at the same time.
yeah, I would have just been like, you gotta be kidding me! Like, how do you get such a stupid result? Like, because like, and yeah. Anyways, rubbling a building is like lightning strikes. One of the more fun things that can ever happen in ASL, because like you generate debris, so it's like you could have pitched debris into the road. Like these turn into rubble. Freaking maybe it collapses this building or K5. Like you can, so much stuff can happen on rubble. It's cool.
I'm guessing that it's much more common when we get into the later years when there's actually large artillery raining down on
Oh
them.
yeah. Once you start seeing like broom bars and like tiger tanks and whatever, or IS 152s and stuff, in urban scenarios, yeah, you can start rubbling stuff a little easier.
Yeah, I kind of like the smoke. I think the handheld smoke is pretty useless, but I like the burning smoke. I feel like
Well,
that's actually
that's what makes like once we can get like actual smoke, that's what's gonna make it so much better. Cause like the mortar I have technically has smoke. Um, I just don't. I forget if there's an availability thing. I have to reread the rules because there's something about it. But like, I can only shoot smoke with that mortar 3 to 10 hexes, and I think it might be small smoke is what I'm thinking of. So like, you have them shoot in prep fire, and you put down say like a +2 smoke on your on I7, and that means that anybody who's shooting out gets a +3. So it allows so much more movement that frankly it's a lot of fun. And like
yeah, that's what I was kind of liking that just because it was really it was kind of cutting off areas of the board and
yeah,
pushing things around, even though it was just passive. But yeah,
and like same thing. Like I was trying for white phosphorus because white phosphorus, if it hits, it's an automatic normal morale check against a stack.
and it's a war crime.
And it is absolutely a war crime. And so imagine when you're playing against the U.S. and the U.S. I think it's specifically the U.S. that their smoke number is like 3. I think for a regular squad. What's their? They have 6 6s and whatever. I always forget their smoke exponential. Uh, squad 666 is 667 is 3, 666 is 3. Yeah, so they normalize at 3 and 2. If you American squads can toss white phosphorus normally, just by reducing the number by 1. So you can either get a 50-50 chance of dropping smoke or a 1 in 3 chance of white phosphoring an adjacent target, auto NMCing them, and imagine you're playing Japanese, you stripe them automatically, which is very, very strong, because in the advanced fire phase, you then hose them with 12 firepower or whatever, because you're starting at 6.
Yeah, it's gonna get brutal.
Yeah, once we get to those scenarios, it'll be pretty cool. Um, Speaking of 2, so this week you're gone, Thanksgiving and all that. So I'll send you. I have to double check how big the PDF is for it. But I'll send you the PDF for Heat of Battles: The Long March, which is the Chinese Civil War, like um, the main module anybody ever did for it. Everything else is, I think, mostly small scale stuff. Where is it? Long March. 7 megabytes. Well, hopefully Discord won't hate me. So yeah, look it over. We'll have at least a week. So if there's a specific side, I think the vote was for you to be uh, nationalist Chinese. Let me see here. Which kind of bugged me, because I was like, nationalist Chinese are attacking, and why are you guys voting for Hypno to?
Maximum hilarity.
I mean, it. Maybe I would agree if they would watch those lazy bastards. Um, we should play as a red Chinese communists. There's 1 vote for you, and during these battles, blah, blah. Yeah. So there's 2 votes for you to be the communists. So, if you want to say no for whatever reason, let me know. But yeah, look over the Long March. I don't think there's any real big changes, like any rules stuff, so we shouldn't have too much to worry about. We will also get to see our first use of air support, I think, as well. I think it's the Communist Chinese that get it too.
Yeah. So, question. You have someone stepping in next week, or are we starting next week?
So I have someone who will be playing this week, presumably. Um, so what would have been the next scenario, which is the first Soviet loss, will be played between myself and them. Um, it's just a red Chinese versus Chinese scenario. Should be, I think it's pretty small, so we shouldn't have an issue getting it done in 2 sessions. At worst, it'll bleed into a third. I'll just play it on an off day or whatever. And we'll be doing
Let me
Long
know.
March 1.
Yep. So not this Friday, but the following Friday.
Yes. Yeah. Um, yeah. So we're doing recruiting tactics, and where's the one with air firepower? Red Army. Damn, I know there's one with air support. CVP, concealment, FXs. Oh, there you go. It is the Cantiche. That sucks. Well, we'll get to see our first look at air support, which is a little finicky, a little weird, but should be fun. And a lot of these seem to be like some smaller stuff or more simple stuff. So I can't imagine it's going to be too hard to progress through it.
Oh,
And
hey, we get some landing stuff too, apparently.
Do we? Which one?
2 coins for the ferryman, the 12th scenario, or
2
10th
coins for the
scenario.
ferryman. That sounds pretty cool. I don't think I've ever done an amphibious landing, so that'll be super neat. Also, I think my Adobe just crashed. So with that said, as always, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you Friday. And Hypno will be doing our thing next Friday.
Yep. Have a good rest of the week and enjoy the scenario.
Yeah,
I'll be
happy
interested
Thanksgiving.
to see what comes out in the thread.
Sounds good.
All right, man. See ya.
Cheers.